Okay, everybody, I'm back with the big reveal on how we did on that bulk pallet. Like I said, we've been just thoroughly amazed the whole time. I mean, every time you make a purchase like this, you're rolling the dice, of course. And apparently, we ended up with all sixes. I mean, it was just very interesting. So keep in mind, we spent on this pallet a total of $631.99 all in. We bought this on 3/3 and it came in on 3/9. Really nice turnaround for a bulk pallet. Cost us a little bit more than we'd like to on the shipping. It used to be just a $200 flat rate. Now it's like $215 for a specific pallet. I think it kind of varies on weight, but we're not experts at this yet. We did look at purchasing 2 pallets to see how much it would give us a discount for, and it wasn't extremely remarkable. So like we said, we're kind of excited about the fact that Bulk has redone the shipping, but I don't think it's really working out in our favor at this point. Maybe it's because of our location. It could be due to a lot of things. But nevertheless, remember this was a women's apparel, bath and bedding, a total of 35 items, and it was scratch and dent. Now, I still kind of question how a suit or a jacket can be scratch and dent. I suppose like little snags and things like that. However, I think like a little bit of hair that a lint roller can take off really doesn't constitute. Which brings me to my next statement. When you're trying to look at a pallet to purchase or something like that, please try, and it's not just Bulk, there's other places where you can read the manifest information. Try to read the manifest notes, especially any kind of testing notes or anything like that, where they like plug it in and they say blah, 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 blah. I used to do this job as a Sears employee, and I do know that it's easy to just write damaged, defective, damaged, defective, damaged, defective, damaged, defective, and not really thoroughly inspect the item. However, it does usually end up, catching up with you in the long run as you do this. And I never did that, but I know I heard stories of people that did. So when you're looking for a purchase, really look at the notes. If they're very detailed notes, then you can probably trust them. If they're very basic notes that say something like damaged period, defective period, damaged period, defective period, then it's kind of a crapshoot because they probably haven't done anything with it. If you see something that says hair on it, honestly, I'm okay with cleaning and removing a little bit of hair from some suits and jackets and being able to resell them. So, all that depends on what's personally within your skill set and your flex capabilities. And there was 35 items in this pallet. A lot of big items, a lot of repeat items, which also is really great. So we're expecting to make a total, and this is partially projected, $3,856.31. Now that's huge for a pallet for us. One of the reasons, like I said, is this pallet just kept on giving, and almost everything in this pallet was in amazing shape. So remember, that doesn't include the pallet cost. So when we take the pallet cost out, which was $631.99, we end up with $3,224.32. Decent profit there. But that doesn't pay us anything for our overhead. So we got to keep in mind, the lights here in this room, the temperature regulation to make sure something doesn't get damaged because of hot and cold influxes, all that costs money. So for a pallet, we like to do a general $100 flat overhead cost. So when we take that out, we end up with $3,124.32. Really nice. That's our total profit for this pallet, which is awesome. However, We did do a lot of work for this pallet. It wasn't as much as we would do for some of the other things. So it worked out really well in our favor, but as a whole, we project to totally spend a total of 30 hours on this pallet. So when we take that $3,124.32 and divide it by the 30 hours that we worked, then we can find out exactly how many hours, how many dollars we made per hour. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't include taxes, anything else. Self-employment rates are a lot higher than anything else, and we're not taking a dollar out of the business. This is all getting reinvested in better equipment, more shelving, blah, 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 blah. We haven't took a dime out of the business so far. But when we take that and divide that by the 30 hours, we end up with $104.14 an hour. Now that's just like phenomenal for us. Phenomenal for us. It's one of the best. That it's, if it's not the best, it's right up there. Probably the best purchase we've made. Made a ton of money off of it. And then the other thing is it's not being it's not taking forever to move on the shelves. That we've actually sold 3 of the bidets already. We've sold a pair of the boots. We've sold one of the jackets. Everything's going great. So we've got a couple other things that we want to report, like the vacuums were in amazing shape. They tested out very well. They went through the whole 8 hours of testing process that I have with no problems. We usually keep in mind that usually those come in with like at least a battery issue, and it's at least $15 to $18 for me to replace that. Nope, I was able to give them a test, a good cleanup, ship them out the door. Okay, and we're getting a lot of attention on those guys already. So awesome. The Cuisinart was refurbished, and it wasn't used after it had been refurbished, but when we received it, it was missing one of the parts. So we actually went online, my wife did, and she's like, we can't find this part. And I was like, let me look. I'm kind of the part guy anyway. So we looked, and long story short is we were able to find the same exact part, and we bought it from a reseller. So somebody probably got similar item or something, and theirs wasn't in nearly complete shape. Ours was, so we were able to pay them a little money. They made a little money. We got our Cuisinart. It's ready to sell. Everything else tested out amazing. Just amazing. It was probably the best pallet that we've ever seen. Just super excited about it. The air fryer worked. Everything worked. So with all that being said and done, I just wanted to say thank you for joining us here at Nuts and Bolts. Make sure to stop by and see our stores. Make sure to check us out on social media. We'd love to hear a comment. We know we're not perfect. We're trying here. We're learning just as well as you guys are. But we're trying to share our experience with you in the hopes that you can learn from our experience and help us both become better resellers. So thank you so much for joining us. And you guys have a great day. So thank you for joining us here at Nuts and Bolts, and make sure to come by and see our shops, subscribe to the channel, check out all the links in the description below, because we not only have links to the shops, but we also have links to all of our social media sites. So make sure to stop by and see us, and we're glad you took the time to watch this unboxing with us.
Yep, thanks for stopping by and checking us out.
Thank you. Good night.
Click here or click here. And of course, click here to subscribe.